Welcome back to B&B for Phone. Today is an absolutely spectacular day to dive into the hottest, most explosive daytime drama, and my jaw is practically on the floor right now. Grab your favorite coffee, get comfortable, and lock the doors, because the fashion world of Los Angeles is about to be ripped apart at the seams, and I am buzzing with excitement to break it all down for you. But here's the surprise that is sending shockwaves through the fandom. The news we've all been whispering about in the forums is finally happening. Hope Logan has officially decided to pack up her sketches, clear out her office, and leave Forrester Creations for good. Can you believe it? After years of pouring her absolute heart, soul, and creative genius into the Hope for the Future line, she has finally reached her absolute breaking point. Steffy Forrester's relentless demands, her constant suffocating pressure, and her dictatorial micromanagement have pushed Hope right out the door. And where is she going? She is taking her massive talent to the newly emerging Logan brand. That's right, the Logan Spencer Alliance is gearing up to launch a direct, high-end luxury fashion assault on the Forrester family's long-established empire. Let's be honest. Steffy has been acting like an absolute tyrant lately. I love a strong, take-charge CEO, but there is a massive difference between leading a legacy company and holding your top creative talent hostage. Steffy has been using her executive position not just to manage the business, but to psychologically dominate Hope. It's infuriating to watch. Steffy sees herself as the ultimate gatekeeper of the Forrester legacy, proudly wearing her grandmother Stephanie's metaphorical crown. But her deep personal bias against the Logans is completely blinding her business sense. She couldn't separate her personal disdain from her professional reality, and now she has literally handed her biggest competitor their greatest weapon. That's crazy. Steffy's need for control is rooted in a deep-seated insecurity. She constantly needs to prove that the Forresters are inherently superior to the Logans. But by squeezing Hope too tight, she shattered the glass. And you won't believe what happens next for Hope's psychological journey. This is the ultimate emancipation story. For years, Hope has been the quintessential peacekeeper, trying to blend her Logan heritage with the massive Forrester machine. But the psychological toll has been immense. Imagine walking into a towering building every single day, where the co-CEO actively resents your bloodline and questions your every move. Hope's decision to leave isn't just a simple career move, it is a desperate, beautiful fight for her own identity. She is stepping out of the towering, suffocating shadow of the Forrester building and finally saying, "I am enough on my own." The emotional weight of this plot twist is staggering, and I am fiercely cheering for her. It's about time she stopped asking for a tiny seat at Steffy's table or started to build her own massive dining room. We absolutely have to look at the rich history here. This isn't just about dresses, fabrics, and runways. This is the ghost of Stephanie Forrester battling Brooke Logan all over again, but now it's being fought by the successor characters on a much grander stage. The slow-paced plot of the Forrester boardroom has suddenly exploded into high-stakes corporate warfare. For decades, the Forresters have held an ironclad monopoly on high-end luxury. They dictated the global trends, they owned the market, and they looked down from their Beverly Hills mansions at anyone who dared to challenge them. But the Logan brand represents a fresh, hungry, and modern perspective. Hope understands the modern consumer in a way Steffy, who is trapped in legacy thinking, simply doesn't. But wait, the drama gets even thicker when you look at the current landscape. This Logan brand emergence perfectly explains the intense hostility we are currently seeing between Brooke Logan and Katie Logan Spencer. We know Brooke and Katie are currently locked in a bitter, nasty dispute over business decisions. Could this be about the aggressive direction of the new Logan brand? Katie has that ruthless Spencer business acumen, backed by Bill Spencer's infinite billions. Brooke has the industry experience but is often blinded by her emotional ties and history with Forrester Creations. Katie wants to go for the absolute jugular and destroy Forrester, while Brooke might be hesitating because of her lingering love for Ridge. The psychological dynamic between the Logan sisters is cracking under the immense pressure of building this new empire. Amazing. And the tension isn't just trapped in the boardroom, it's spilling out into actual physical violence. We already know that Will Spencer and R.J. Forrester recently got into a massive physical scuffle right in the middle of Forrester Creations. While on surface this looks like a fight over their messy love quadrangle with Elektra and Dylan, this fight is actually the physical manifestation of the Logan Spencer versus Forrester war. Will is fiercely defending his family's honor, the Spencer wealth, and the new Logan initiative. RJ is aggressively protecting his grandfather Massimo Marone's ruthless legacy and the Forrester name. The younger generation is literally bleeding for this corporate war. The suspense is absolutely killing me, and it adds such a rich layer to their rivalry. Think about the catastrophic PR nightmare Forrester Creations is about to face. Hope Logan is the absolute darling of the fashion media. When the press gets wind that she was essentially bullied and pressured out of her position by Steffy Forrester, the public backlash is going to be monumental. In today's market, brand image is everything. Consumers want to buy from companies that treat their employees well and promote positive environments. Steffy's tyrannical behavior is inevitably going to leak to the press. Maybe Katie Logan will make sure of it through a massive Spencer Publications expose. That is the true, terrifying power of the Logan Spencer alliance. They don't just make clothes, they control the entire media narrative. Bill Spencer could run front-page stories on the toxic work environment at Forrester Creations. Steffi wouldn't just be fighting a fashion war, she'd be fighting a massive, uncontrollable public relations disaster. So, where does Ridge Forrester fit into this absolute nightmare? Imagine the psychological torture he is going to endure over the next few months. He is caught right in the blast zone. His fiercely stubborn daughter Steffi is driving the company into a ditch out of sheer arrogance, while his eternal love Brooke is a pivotal part of the rival faction trying to dethrone his family's legacy. Ridge has always tried to be the bridge between the Forresters and the Logans, but this bridge is about to be blown to a million pieces. Will he side with his daughter and the legacy of his father Eric, or will he secretly admire the fierce, unstoppable independence of the Logan women? Ridge's inability to choose a side has always been his fatal flaw. And in this ruthless corporate war, neutrality is an absolute death sentence. Let's talk about the mechanics of the fashion industry on the show. For way too long, we have relied on the exact same old runway shows in the Forrester building. The emergence of the Logan brand is the ultimate plot twist that forces every single character to level up their game. We are going to see corporate espionage, stolen designs, and ruthless, cutthroat marketing campaigns. Remember years ago when Sally Spectra desperately tried to steal Forrester designs? This is 10 times bigger and infinitely more dangerous because it's an inside job. Hope knows all of Forrester's deepest secrets. She knows their supply chains, their profit margins, their top buyers, and their critical weaknesses. Steffi should be absolutely terrified right now. But here's another wild angle to consider. Where is Thomas Forrester in all of this chaos? He is Hope's former lead designer, and they share a deeply complicated romantic history. With Hope launching her own massive brand, could she potentially poach Thomas right out from under Steffi's nose? Imagine the absolute soul-crushing betrayal Steffi would feel if her own brother defected to the rival Logan brand. That would be the ultimate plot twist of the decade. The successor characters are completely rewriting the rules of engagement here. We are no longer just watching a slow-paced plot about who is kissing whom in the design room. We are witnessing a full-scale, bloody corporate takeover. So, let's dive into the massive predictions. Can the Logan brand truly defeat the long-established Forrester empire? My speculative viewpoint is a resounding, absolute yes! Here is exactly why. Forrester Creations has grown arrogant, complacent, and frankly a little boring under Steffy's dictatorial rule. They have rested on their laurels for far too long. Without hope for the future, they instantly lose their entire younger, progressive demographic. Steffy is going to scramble in a panic. We might even see some replacement actors brought in to play new rival designers, because Forrester will be that desperate to fill the massive void Hope leaves behind. Hope's fresh perspective is going to completely revolutionize the fashion industry in Los Angeles. She's going to create brilliant campaigns that focus on empowerment, breaking free from toxic environments, and embracing individuality, which is a direct, brilliant, and subtle jab at Steffy's management style. The Logan brand, heavily backed by the ruthless financial backing of the Spencers and fueled by Hope's massive loyal fan base, is going to take the market by absolute storm. I personally think we are heading toward a massive, explosive fashion showdown, a dual runway event where both companies debut their highly anticipated lines on the exact same night. Imagine the sheer, unadulterated drama of the Los Angeles fashion elite having to choose which show to attend. It would be the ultimate heartbreaking test of loyalty for everyone involved. I am firmly, unapologetically on Team Logan for this one. The Forrester family has dominated the industry for so many years simply because they bought out or destroyed anyone who tried to rise up against them. But they cannot destroy the Logans. The Logans are permanently embedded in their lives, their families, and their history. This is a brutal war of attrition. Hope has the youth, the brilliant vision, and the burning desire to finally prove herself. Steffy has the legacy, but legacy can only carry you so far when your designs start to feel stale and your top talent is sprinting out of the building. Hope stepping into her immense power is exactly the kind of high-stakes, emotional drama we've been begging for. What do you guys think? Will the Logan brand completely dethrone Forrester Creations and take over the fashion industry? Will Steffy's arrogance be her ultimate downfall, or does she have a secret weapon up her sleeve? Drop your wild predictions and fan theories in the comments below, because I want to read every single one of them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to B&B for Phone for more daily deep dives. Until next time, keep watching the drama unfold.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.